Huge, huge win for the Philadelphia Eagles, beating the Washington Commanders. And I know the Commanders were 4-10. They didn't have their starting quarterback and all that, but we all know one, beating a division rival is a big, big deal, no matter who, no matter when. We know how the Commanders fans rolled last year with their talk about the NFC Championship game, and they were taking over Philadelphia. And by the way, it looked like a home game. It looked like a home game in Washington. We know that it's a dirty team. We saw how they injured Jalen Hurts with giving him that concussion last year, and just there are a whole lot of reasons surrounding this game why I won. Of course, hey, clinching a playoff spot, clinching a division title, first team in the NFC East to go back to back since what 2004, I believe. And so there's a lot to talk about with this game, but I want to keep this one focused. I want to talk about something that's kind of wild that we just absolutely have to clown on. This is embarrassing to me. You're an NFL head coach and you're an NFL player and this is how you act. We have a serious problem. Now I don't know if this is something that's, the culmination of participation trophy nonsense. But I got a few clips here that I want to play for you and some comments from the head coach after the game, Bobby Wagner after the game, who's had an incredible career, but what he said here is ridiculous. And of course, that I want to show you the play and what it is they're talking about and what the other players did. And also, real quick, before I show you this clip, just wanted to say thank you, a shout out to all of you. We just hit, before I started recording this, hit 900 subscribers to the channel, which is absolutely amazing to me. So we're in that final home stretch. The next number that turns over is going to be that magical 1,000 number that you're probably all sick of me talking about. So anyway, if you're enjoying the content, please like the video, let YouTube know to show it to other people. Smash that subscribe button as well. Stay for the ride for Philly sports. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. We're going to dig in. This is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders, after the game. This clip about 58 seconds. The key part is toward the end, but I want to make sure we cover what leads up to it. And now we got to talk about this, Philly fans.
Point conversion and then the fight that kind of went after that.
Yeah, I thought this would be a tough game that would go all the way through. We talked last year's game. We thought the biggest difference was, the turnover margin. And if we could play, better in that space, we'd give ourselves a real shot to go. So, hey, that's their choice, man. I want to look at the tape and see what happened before, our ejections or poise or any of those things. Like, our guys are absolutely going to stick up for themselves and for their teammates. And so I'll have a better sense.
Obviously, it's their choice to go for two there,
Right
and
on.
it's your job to stop them. But is there an unspoken respect between coaches, teams, where in a game in that situation you don't do that? And kind of, did you feel like it was a little bit of a sign of disrespect?
Yeah, I can only answer for my side, what I would do. But hey, man, like, that's how they want to get down. And like, all good. We play them again in 2 weeks.
Oh my God, there's so much to unpack here. This Dan Quinn. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Dan Quinn is smart enough, is self-aware enough to realize how stupid he sounds, how embarrassed he should be? It's a ridiculous question, first of all, also by the media. Let's be clear. I mean, this is the NFL, right? Is this clown world? We're being punked. Sports, man, the last bastion of meritocracy where you have to perform. None of the other crap matters that we talk about everywhere else in society. You have to perform or you're done. And here's what I want you to keep in mind. First of all, now let's go back. Let's go to that sentence. If that's how they want to get down, all good. We'll play them again in 2 weeks. Dan, most likely. Now I know, right? As of now, we still have an outside shot at that number 2 seed. Although I don't know how much difference it's going to make in terms of who we play, at least in the first round. But we may very well be resting starters at that point. It's a meaningless final game of the season. We've already clinched the division, as I mentioned. So, it, what Philly needs to be ready for is dirty play by Washington, because we already know that they're a dirty team and they've got nothing to play for. And we do. We need to get out of that game without injuries. But this is the reaction of an overly emotional child whose brain hasn't developed yet. Let's keep in mind, I want to put this back in perspective because they didn't mention it at all. And the ridiculous question by the reporter. When we scored that touchdown, as they're talking about 2-point conversion, it made it 27-10. Okay. Now, first of all, Jake Elliott couldn't hit the ocean. Okay. At this point, we all know that. And I've always thought now, last couple of years, he's missing from 50 plus and everything. But even when he was automatic, I swear it seemed like Jake Elliott had more problems with extra points than he did with field goals from 50 plus. So that's factor number one. Factor number two, by going for two there, you've absolutely maximized. If you go for one, I mean, if you don't get it right, you're up 17. You're up the traditional three scores, two regular touchdowns with extra points, and a field goal ties it. If you kick the extra point, okay, now they get a 2-point conversion to tie. But if they get two 2-point conversions, if they decide to get aggressive and get both, then a field goal wins it. If you go for two, as the Eagles did, you get up 19. Now they've got to get two field goals and two 2-point conversions and a field goal, and that still only ties the game. Okay, so there are very legitimate reasons. Now, you may agree or disagree. I don't know what the chart says there in that situation. But to say that when you're up 17 in a game against a division rival, and because again, we're only talking about one extra point. You're going to say going for one extra point is somehow running up the score. That's insane. Like, that's legit insane. No, up 41 nothing with the ball in your 30 and 37 seconds left and faking a knee and throwing it deep and scoring another touchdown, that's running up the score. Of course, the flip side is it's the NFL. So, stop it. But anyway, so I'm going to get into the brawl too, but this actually shocked me, if I have this right. This is um Bobby Wagner at the end of the game. He gets asked about it. So this is probably, I think I'm going to listen about the first 30, 45 seconds of this.
What happened from your
Honestly, I'm not sure. I was on the other side. I didn't
I think they cut off the question. He's talking about the fight after the 2-point conversion.
see what happened. I kind of caught the tail end of it as they was trying to kind of separate everybody.
Did you have a problem with them going for two there?
I didn't understand it. I don't know what their perspective was, so it is what it is.
You feel disrespectful for them going through?
It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, it's disrespectful maybe, but we still gotta stop it. And so that's how I look at it. We gotta stop them, and we'll see them in a couple weeks.
Just know.
There's that scene in a couple weeks again. Guys, we just clinched the division. We may very well not even be trying, but I guess you could maybe celebrate beating Tanner McKee again if you can. But we'll see how that goes. And again, I got to say, I got to put some on the media too. And this is what I mean about the clown world and this culture that we're in now. Well, do you think it's disrespect? Well, I just explained the whole thing. I mean, they were only up 17. Okay, it's not like, and they went for two. Okay, so we're talking about one extra point in the game. The possibility of one extra point in the game, and I already explained the difference that makes. And you're talking about it being disrespectful. Maybe this is why you guys are 4-11, because it's the softest team I've ever come across. And keep in mind, I think this is important too. Dan Quinn there talking about it being disrespectful and going for two as if that's running up the score. Well, how about this, Dan? 4th and 6. It's 21-10 Philadelphia with 6:44 to go in the game. 4th and 6 from your own 44. And do you see what you're doing, Dan? You're punting. This is a coach that says, I don't care if we win. This is a coach who's trying to lose the game. I think what you need to be explaining is what the hell you were doing punting there, my man. That's what I think you need to explain. Um, and this is, hopefully you can see this. This is this is after. So keep in mind, we just ran down the field. I believe this is we've ran through them on this. I believe this was the one that ended with Tank's first touchdown as a Philadelphia Eagle. Let me know if I'm misremembering that, right? And then we get the 2-point conversion and then we get a whole lot of nonsense that starts after this because I guess now what this is the Commanders are being sore losers, right? They just got the ball rammed down their throat. They know they're getting their butts kicked, and see now and then. So Dan, here's the thing. Well, Dan, your team started this. Just to be clear, you started this. And yeah, can we back that up a second? I want you to pay attention. See Tyler 56. Let me see if I can get to it. Watch what happens here. This is, man, this is I can't believe this is an NFL player. This is about as unmanly as it gets. Watch, I think is that 2021 comes in. Look at this. Okay. I freeze it right behind Tyler Steen, okay? With a guy he's already engaged in, and he comes in, slams him in the back, and then throws a punch. Dude, and then someone grabbed his face mask as well. That is embarrassing. You're gonna go 10 against 1. What a actual he is 20, Martin, right? Pussy. By the way, I said that about a Commanders fan as well. Damn, my software froze. I completely lost where I think I was going to go off on a Commanders fan who's very soft. I used the he was complaining about all this, blaming it on the Eagles. I used the P word on him, and then he said some violent things and blocked me. But anyway, I was finishing up. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. I mean, what am I missing, right? Like, it's not just me. You think this is really, really soft by the coach, by Bobby Wagner, by the way Washington handled it after we rammed it down their throat and got that 2-point conversion by, who did I say that was? Martin, number 20, pushing Steen from behind where he's engaged with like 4 other players and throwing punches. Absolutely, absolutely wild. But anyway, we will see him in 2 weeks. I think the biggest thing for the Eagles in 2 weeks is to get out of there healthy without injuries because you know Washington's going to play dirty. That's just the way they are. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out the video. Smash the like button. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Go on this journey with us if you haven't already. I do appreciate it. I'll talk to you in the next video.